Hi, my name is Two-Wheeled, and today we're going to talk about dollies! Yay! Oh, wait. Cut. Hi, my name is Two-Wheeled, and today we're going to talk about motorcycle dollies. Vroom, 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 vroom. Oh, hang on. I got a little carried away. Cut. Roll the intro.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go for a ride, talk about these dollies. Oh, and as you saw, it just updated. 52 degrees out. I busted out the leather and I broke down, put the windshield on. So let's go for a little bit of a ride and talk about motorcycle dollies. Woo! Definitely chilly out here. Glad I put this windshield on. As you guys know, I do not like riding with the windshield. But as you're watching this, it is October 1st. Recording this into September. It is fall. How it is today, like the 28th. Wanted to come out, talk to you a little bit. And with it being cold, I gotta start thinking about winter plans for the channel, and if I'm gonna pre-record like I have been the last few years or take some time off. Things have been a little bit busy on my end, and those of you who follow me on Instagram can probably tell because I don't post enough on there. I feel like a terrible motovlogger when it comes to Instagram and keeping all of you up to date on what's going on in the world of two-wheeled. But for the time being, let's talk a little bit about motorcycle dollies. So I've been thinking about getting 1, 2, or 3. As you know, we have 3 bikes in the garage. Some kind of a system to be able to move the motorcycles around all summer long. And I hope I'm not getting too much wind noise, but all summer long we dealt with storms, it seemed like. And I don't know what it was. It must have been like something like 5 or 6 times we had to maneuver all 3 bikes in the garage to be able to get our Jeeps in. And we only have a small little 2-stall garage. And maneuvering 3 motorcycles and 2 Jeeps, lawnmowers, and all miscellaneous other things, our big air compressor and all this and that, was not easy. So this Road King, I would have to turn around and then back in, so the saddlebags were towards the front of the garage, and then I could get the doors open on both the Jeeps. And it was a pain. I remember the one time storm came and we were in a scramble because it was already like the storm was pretty much on top of us. And here I am. I didn't want to open the door all the way because of the wind and the rain. So I'm trying to get the Road King turned around, you know, like a 30-point turnaround in the garage. And by the time you do that, you're just wore out. And then the Honda Shadow has to turn a certain way and go pretty much up against the wall. And I thought, you know, why do we do this? Why don't we just get a motorcycle dolly? And primarily what makes me think of that now is the fact that winter is coming around, and I'm gonna want some kind of a system where I can wheel these motorcycles out from the wall, do some upgrades, do some cleaning. Heck, maybe it will be a nice enough day in December or January and I'll hop on and go for a ride. You know, if it's 40 degrees, 35 degrees, whatever, no ice on the road, I'm gonna fire it up and go for a ride. but I don't want to have to go through all that trouble. So those of you who ride, do you have a motorcycle dolly? Not like the ones, you know, that you play with, like, hey, I'm a dolly, like with motorcycle clothes on or something. But do you have some kind of a system to roll your motorcycles around in your garage or your shed or whatever the case? And if you do, what do you have and do you like it? You can't send links in the comments down below without getting marked as spam in your first comment anyways. So if you comment and I comment back, which I will, then you can leave a link from what I can tell. I've had others that have tried to do it, or get creative with leaving the link. But YouTube automatically thinks that it's spam, and for good reason, because I get plenty of that too. I forget the name of a couple of them I've been looking at. I should have wrote it down, or should have looked this morning before I hopped on the bike. Something tells me like there's like a spider one. You know, like I said, I can't recall for sure. But when I read reviews, there's a lot of mixed reviews on these types of things. And I know that's on almost anything, because everybody has their own opinion and thoughts and expect everything to be perfect, when in reality it can't be. Obviously I need a pretty good size one for this bike, longer wheelbase and the weight. Mrs.TWOWHEELD's Heritage probably could get by on the same one as the Shadow, but I thought about ordering a cheap one for the Shadow. When I say cheap, like around a couple $100. I know they range from like 200 to 1,000 or somewhere in that ballpark. But I want something that can easily be on and off without having to worry about the thing being slippery, without the thing moving while you're getting the bike off. Because I can just envision getting, and obviously you straddle it, but when stuff's moving underneath and it goes like this or whatever, the motorcycle's going to do that too. What the hell? There's no lights going, but that engine was going. Oh, hey, there's the lights. Weird. The guard's coming down. That was trippy. Like, hey, there's a train all of a sudden. Kind of honking light too. And boy, this windshield does help when it's cold out. And maybe the leather does too. No, this is just about dollies, not about the cold. So yeah, I'd kind of solve a couple problems. We want to add on to our garage so bad, so then the motorcycles can pretty much have their own stall or like their own front section of the garage or whatever the case, and then it wouldn't be an issue. And we were going to do that a few years ago and never got around to it. Got to do a time check because I got to work. But we didn't do that. I don't know when we will, and even if I buy motorcycle dollies and we add on to our garage, I'm sure I will need them, or I'm sure I can resell them. I'll drop a couple screenshots of ones that I've debated about right here in the video, so you can kind of look and tell me if you have any of these, if you know anybody who does. School zone. And I'm not as cold as I thought I would be. Oh wait, talking about motorcycle dollies here. Dustin, stay on task. Yeah, so I thought about ordering the cheaper one for the Honda. See if this, I'd probably order the long one. I'd probably see if this bike, how it fits on it, how it feels. And then if it works, I would just order another one. Otherwise, I'd order this aluminum one that is a lot lighter and probably makes a little more sense. Because obviously in the summertime, unless the storm's coming, it's not going to be on the dolly. It's just going to be parked in the garage. We'll leave our vehicles parked outside like we always do. And then in the event of a storm, I can easily put it on the dolly and then roll it around where I need to be. So yeah, leave that comment down below about motorcycle dollies. Some people use jacks and then tie them down, because then if you have a jack or a lift, I guess I should say, then you can do your service work and all that too. You can put it up on the lift, clean your tires and wheels, whatever the case. But I really don't want to have to deal with a lift and strapping down and all that fun stuff too. So let me know what you guys do down in the comments below. If you are new to the channel, this happens to be your first video, go down, click that subscribe button, ring the bell so you're notified for future uploads and activities. Give this video a big thumbs up, really helps the YouTube algorithm, helps the channel, lets me know you're here. And until next time, my two-wheeled friends, peace out, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.